Welcome guys, my name is Bello Abdulhamid, and if you are just watching me for the first time, this is BAHCRETE. You are on the right track. Here, this is the place where we show you a step-by-step tutorial on how to stamp your floor. I will take you guys to 3 steps, which is called a WOW step. That is the WOW. The first W step, this is where how to pour the concrete. Isn't that amazing? Then the second step, this is where we'll show you guys how to apply the color hardener on the surface of the finished poured concrete to give you a nice velvet look, and how to stamp the floor just like this. And also guys, in this step I'll show you guys how to identify a good color hardener. This is the mistake people do. They mix cement with pigment to get the color they want, and if you notice in this bad color hardener that people do use, you won't get that homogeneous color. Some parts will be lighter, some parts will be darker, and also when you're washing it, it will peel off. Don't worry guys, I will take you guys on how to identify a good color hardener. While in the last step, which is the last W step, this is where I'll show you guys how to wash the finished work and how to polish it. Thank you guys. If you are just watching me for the first time, this is BAHCRETE. I love you guys. Stay tuned. Welcome back guys. This is the first step where I will show you guys the finished prepared land in which we want to do the stamp concrete, how it will look like. I will show you guys in this video the first step, the concrete, how the concrete is being poured to the floor, how it is being arranged to give a nice continuous and smooth surface. Thank you guys. Enjoy the video.
Thank you guys. This is the first stage. This is the land in which we want to pour the stamp concrete. How the place look like before the work commence, and we used dust. That's the dust we use in mixing the concrete. This is the place where the gradients of the slope flows downward. As you can see, that step, that's also the next step where the water will flow from, and this is how rough the place look like. Now also we've mixed the concrete with a ratio of 4 wheelbarrow to 1 bag of cement. This is just how we pour the concrete. You can use granite, that is rice in nature, because of the size, if you wish to, in mixing your concrete, but make sure you get a good mixing ratio. And this is the way we pour the concrete. We make sure we range the floor properly. We set our range. Maybe in the next video I'll show you guys how we set the range to get that slope on what we want to work on how the flow of the water will go on the work. That is how we set the range. Maybe in the next video I'll show you guys how we set the range. If you notice guys, we've mixed the concrete and we pour the concrete into the pallet, that is the squared range we created, and we start dragging it from end to end to get that smooth surface, as you can see in the video, a smooth surface without any gallop or any problem, because this is water. We deal with water, how the water is going to flow. You can see in the video we are making some corrections in any places in which we think it should be corrected, because we need to work towards perfection in this stage, because this is the crucial stage. You can see guys, this is where I use the magnesium trowel to smoothen the surface also properly, because of any porous, any vapor, any trapped air in the concrete will be closed with using the magnesium trowel to get that shiny, that good smooth surface. The use of a good tools is very important. You can see also how the water gradient is flowing down from that up part in the video right to the last part where we are standing, we are working on, which is the last part.
Yeah.
Thank you
Welcome
guys.
back guys. This is the second step where I will show you guys how to shine the floor with a good color hardener. I'll show you guys the color hardener we used in this project, which is the BAHCRETE color hardener. It is a good color hardener. It won't peel off. When applying it gives us less stress, and it is very good while applying. Thank you guys, enjoy the video, and how to stamp it also I'll show you guys. Enjoy the video.
Welcome guys, this is the BAHCRETE color hardener in which we use to shine the surface of the finished poured concrete. You can see we details the edges of the concrete with using the edger to give us that shining, that sharp straight line finish end at the end, and we use the BAHCRETE color hardener to get that color design pattern that we wanted. We are using the shining trowel in this case. You can also use the fresh note trowel to shine the surface. As you can see, it is very easy to shine, to apply, and also to use. You can see the application, how you can spread, how you spread the BAHCRETE color now on the surface of the finished poured concrete. You make sure it is not that dried before you apply it, so that it will bond properly with the concrete. Also, you can see the way they are shining it with the shining trowel to give us that nice fresh look. You can see the color. This is a gray color, a gray color. You can buy different any kind of color you want. You can use the orange, red, brown, green. Different kind of colors are available in the BAHCRETE color. This is how the BAHCRETE color stands out from using just a formulated color hardener. Here you can use different kind of color. This is where you use shiny trowel to shine the surface to give us that fresh, nice pattern. This is how to stamp your floor. You can see the mats are aligned properly side by side to imprint the pattern on the mat to the floor. You can see the white release agent is also an antique agent to make the stamp mat not to peel off the finished shined surface. You can see use a hammer or a rammer if you wish to put add pressure on the mat to bring that design pattern you wish. And also in this white release agent, there are also different color. You can use the black release agent and others just to reflect on the floor you want on the surface of the mat. You can see the pattern being imprinted. You can use different patterns. There are different patterns of mats. This is also the rosette, the design pattern.
Thank you guys. If you're watching this video, don't forget to click the like button and share it, and also tell your guys and others how BAHCRETE does a stamp concrete. Also guys, in this last step I'll show you how to wash the surface of the stamp concrete and how to polish it to give you that shining look, and I'll tell you guys a good polish, how it looks like and how it works. When you're applying it, I'll show you guys in this video.
Guys, here we are using just only detergent and water. You can use any detergent you like to wash the dirt on the surface of the work. You can see that while scrubbing it using the brush, just detergent and water to bring out the sand and other dirt on the surface of it. You can see that line, that straight line, used by using a cutting machine to make that straight line, which is the expansion joint for future expansion, which makes the work not to crack. This is how a good work goes about. You can also see using the brush to scrub the surface of the work and still it's not peeling off. This is how to identify a good color hardener when work. This is the gray color. While using the brush, it still don't peel off. That straight line expansion joint is to avoid crack on the concrete in the future. So this is washing off in preparation for the polish. You can see the way we are using the brush to wash the surface, scrubbing it, and still the color is not removing with just detergent and water. Bye guys, this is the staining of the floor with acid stain. Acid stain is one of the best stain you can use. Some people do use pigment to stain stamp concrete, but I prefer using acid stain in staining my stamp concrete, and I stain all the parts I know I want to make it to appear better, and to give it a nice look. You can see staining the rosette pattern with the acid stain, the red color. You can choose any color you like. There are different kind of acid stain color. You can use the orange, you can use yellow, you can use red, you can use the color you wish to stain the acid. These are the parts we've stained for the stamp concrete. You can see we can make it to appear in any color, any pattern, any style we want. This is just the part we've stained and getting ready to be polished. You can see guys the design pattern. We can imprint any pattern we like with the assistant to make it appear more better, and the floor has been washed and ready for polish. You can see this is the polish we use from frangipani polish. Is very clear polish. This is how you can recognize a nice polish. You don't tint your polish, you make sure the polish is clear and with no color. This is the frangipani concrete matte sealer. Is a very good polish. You can see guys the polish is clear just like water, no color, no mixing, ready to be used for polish. The polish is just begin. You're polishing the floor little by little with the matte concrete sealer from frangipani, and the polish is just as good as it should be. This is the polish process and this is the finished work almost.